the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Eagles' offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Cradles it at the 35. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Appalachian State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets it out fast. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, App State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Humphreys. Here's a hit. Grabbed over the middle, it's Griffin. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Turbin. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling.
Fires one high and deep. Snags it up the 30 and still running. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. Effort weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Humphreys. Almost had the completion, just missed it. We'll
That is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on first down. The quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Ezukama. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Score App State 24, Georgia Southern 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's Humphries. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Oh, they're after him.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, he can't get it out of there. It's blocked. And after the block punt and all that followed, they'll start this. Inside their 30.
Man, and you're probably thinking, who the heck has that guy? The block right up the middle. The guy comes right near the center, comes through the formation, gets his hands up and gets the block. Somebody definitely missed an assignment on that punt.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Oh, he missed it. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Back to pass. It's Humphries. Caught in the backfield. It's Turbin. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. The inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got enough.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Ezukama. Pressure coming. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Inside the 45. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's complete on the right side. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They boot it away. Makes the catch around the 50. And there he goes. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tom.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say that.
Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the route is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Power football with the run. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Humphries. Complete to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Ezukama. and he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Tries to get it on the ground. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W?
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Let's go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Humphrey. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Got it in the middle. It's Oda. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Number 10, on to punt it away.
He's got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. One more play to pad the stats. The run from the shotgun. Still running at the 35. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.